The very chemical you are using to protect poultry feed might be silently harming your birds. Here is the truth about copper sulfate. Hello, I am Dr. Radhakrishna Pallipadi, founder of ChemLife Innovations. Recently, while I was in Punjab, I had a conversation with a senior poultry industry expert. He shared that many poultry farmers use copper sulfate crystals to destroy mold in poultry feed, and he asked me, is this a good practice or a bad one? That question inspired me to create this video to share important insights that can benefit the entire industry. From ancient times, copper in its metallic oxide or sulfate forms has been known as a mold inhibitor. It is used in drinking water treatment, agriculture, animal feed, wood preservation, and even for wall protection. The reason is simple. Copper ions have a unique affinity for mold cell proteins, and they can denature vital enzymes, effectively destroying the mold. In the poultry feed industry, shiny blue copper sulfate crystals are widely used to prevent mold and stop mycotoxin production. This practice is popular not only in Punjab but across India. However, there are 4 important aspects to consider before using copper sulfate: absorption, bioavailability, toxicity, and copper's dual role as a nutrient. Let's break this down through 3 key scenarios. Scenario 1, when copper sulfate is used in dry feed. When copper sulfate is mixed with dry feed, does it get absorbed by fungal cells? Copper sulfate is a salt. It needs water to dissolve into copper and sulfate ions. But in dry feed, there is no water. That is the first hurdle. Scenario 2, copper sulfate inside the poultry gut. Inside the poultry bird's gut, there is plenty of water. Copper sulfate easily dissolves and dissociates here. But can it now attack mold? Not quite. Even in ionic form, copper cannot penetrate the mold's fatty cell wall without help. It needs carrier ligands like amino acids or hydroxy acids to transport it through. However, the gut environment is rich in large ligands like proteins, carbohydrates, polyphenols, which tend to bind with copper ions and convert them into larger, slower macromolecules. This reduces copper's ability to reach and act on the mold cell, decreasing its bioavailability. Scenario 3, copper nutrient versus toxin. Copper also has a friendly face. It is a vital trace mineral for poultry birds with important metabolic functions. But beyond a certain limit, copper becomes toxic. Excess copper can cause watery diarrhea, listlessness, decrease in egg production, reduced feed consumption. So, nutritionists are in a fix. How to balance copper levels? They need to consider that extra copper sulfate added for mold inhibition might unintentionally lead to copper toxicity. So, what is the answer? Should we completely give up copper sulfate as a mold inhibitor? Yes, but not the power of copper itself. The answer lies in transforming copper sulfate crystals into precision biocopper bullets. Highly absorbable even in dry feed, highly bioavailable, and used at lower copper levels, reducing the risk of toxicity. If you want to know more about this revolutionary approach, you may please write to innovate@chemlifeinnovations.com. See you in the next video of our knowledge series. Thank you.